I'm mad, I can go Hulk and smash. You can get all my raps, better not cross my path. I'm just mad, I'm big, mad. We stay mad, cause we mad.
Welcome. What is going on? You are tuned into the Mad Ones Live. This is your boy, Professor Tony, and Boogaloo is going to be here in a second, man. I'm going to let y'all come on in. And we are going to start talking about, what's going on in this world. November is about to be a wild one, and if y'all don't feel it in the air, it's like something's about to happen, man. Something not ideal. What up, Tice? What's going on, bro? It seems like it's going to be something bad. It's just in the air, man. I think a lot of people are feeling the same way. I'm sounding muffled. Hold on. Let's see. One sec. Tell me how that sound now.
All right. How about now? Can you hear me now? What I'm saying? Shut up. What up, Dre? What's going on, bro? All right, still sounding muffled to you? All right, let's go ahead and see if that sounds better. It seems like it sounds better in my headphones, but all right, we good? All right, there we go. Okay, let's do this again. All right. Welcome to the Mad Ones Live. This is your boy, Professor Tony. Boogaloo will be here soon, and we're about to be talking about what's going on this welfare November that's coming. And a lot of people don't know Martin Luther King actually was against welfare. Now, which is very shocking. And it made me actually, when I seen what he said, and I'm going to show you, because the best thing we could do is always, and my thing is when I'm doing on the show, definitely on the Wednesdays, we're going to be looking at things from the past so we can see and hear for ourselves instead of people telling us what to think, telling us what to do. Because a lot of this is basically, if we knew the past and what was going on in the past, we would be able to more so make better informed decisions for ourselves today. And then we'll also be like just tripping off the fact that we're doing the same thing every generation. Every generation is doing the same damn thing. What's going on, Jeff? What's good, bro? So all of us are doing the same things over and over again at the end of the day. And it's sad. It's kind of sad at the same time, but it's also a little funny just to know that we think that we're different than our parents, and then we're really not. Right? I'm not gonna do like my mom. I'm not gonna do like my dad. And then life happens, and you kind of just do the same damn thing, right? And that's on everything. That's on the major things. All right. What up, Boogaloo?
What's going on, man?
Hey, not much, man. I feel you.
What's the word?
Hey, your mic, not your mic. Your camera off. Your camera off. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I was just telling them about the fact that Martin Luther King really wasn't for this welfare. So he was sounding alarm way back when. And we know they knocked our off, and he didn't get to say as much. All we know him for now is the content of your character, not the color of your skin, the Selma March. That's pretty much it. Like, if we're gonna keep it 100, we don't really know nothing about Martin Luther King. Do it. So how many of y'all in the chat? Those in the chat.
Yeah, well,
tell me what.
I don't think I know.
Tell me what. What'd you say, Buck?
I said, bro, I don't think I know. When he realized what he had did, now you hear me?
Yeah, I think you might need to come out, like go and come back because you got a delay. It's like you're just responding to me like almost like 30 seconds later. You heard what I said now? Yeah. Go in and come out. Oh yeah, Andre. He had a dream. Yeah, we know about that. We know he had a dream that little kids, little black boys, and little black Little white boys and little black boys can play together. That's what we know. We know about the dream, right? We know about his dream. That's about it, right? So, and we know that there was this march on Selma, the little sit-ins, and we think of Rosa Parks when we think of Martin Luther King. They gave us very digestible civil rights, right? Yeah, he fought for civil rights. Now, the question is in the chat. I want everybody in the chat in here, right? All of y'all, tell me, because I want to know the common consensus. So please go ahead and participate. What party was Martin Luther King in? Was he with the Democrats or the Republicans? And it's not a gotcha. It's not a gotcha. Just tell me which party he was in. I'm gonna wait. He said they don't tell us about the time Martin stopped dreaming and started realizing. Yeah, I like that. He said I ain't dreaming. I'm realizing. It said Randolph said that. What? Okay. Now you tell me something new here, Tice. I ain't gonna say the answer. I'm just gonna let you. So yeah, I hear you now. Can you hear me?
Now, what I was saying, yeah, I hear you. Now, what I was
That's
saying
better.
is, I don't think I do know about Martin. What I do know about Martin Luther King, when he figured out what was going on, he put one in his neck. That's one thing we do know about him. When he finally figured it out, he put one in his neck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real.
No, in the 60s, no. 60s, the Republicans weren't different. So everybody's saying Republican.
No, Democrats.
He said no. So he wasn't a part of any either. You can hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, brother?
I can now.
Yeah, why is it messing up so much? All right. So what I was saying is he's not part of any. He's not affiliated with the Republicans or Democrats. That's just like just like Malcolm X. Remember Malcolm X was talking about how the Republicans, the Democrats, he said they're worse because they'll be your friend, they'll act like snakes or whatever. You know, you play it all the time, right? But he was like they're both bad. One's worse because one's like a fox or something like that. It's more sneaky. Where the wolf, you don't let the wolf come in. Right. So what if this whole time Martin Luther King was like that too, bro? Well, all we know is real talk. Me growing up, the Democrats have been claiming Martin Luther King.
Right? You lagging, Tony.
That's why I do growing up. The Democrats was claiming. So I want y'all to go ahead and look at this because there's some people. Yeah, I was lagging earlier. I saw that, but it stopped. I don't know why it's doing that. It's real crazy to me. All right, I want y'all to see this. So we got welfare coming up, and November, they're talking about the new rule is you're gonna have to work how many hours? I think 40 hours at least. Is it 40 or is it 30? How many hours do you need to work to be eligible for welfare? Is it 30?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, Jeff, he was an independent. So it's funny to me how the Democrats always try to claim it's almost like default. The civil rights movement was Democrat when really, to tell the truth, the black people weren't for the Democrats or the Republicans. If you look at all their leaders and you start going down the list, they weren't for either Republicans or the Democrats. But
I want everybody to look this up.
They hijacked all of our leaders, and then they started saying, we support Martin Luther King. We were for Martin. And then by affiliation, we just started going, well, we need to be with the Democrats. You see the game?
Why you speaking on that, Tony? I want everybody to look this up. This is another quote from your boy Lyndon B. Johnson. Everybody know who Lyndon B. Johnson is, don't they?
Yeah.
Lyndon B. Johnson said, if you can get somebody to hate somebody because of the color of their skin, you can rob them blind without them even knowing it.
Oh, dang, that's a quote. That was a quote he said?
Yes.
That man, Lyndon B. Johnson got some quotes, boy. That boy.
Boy, Lyndon B. Johnson was
and you see a lot of racist quotes from him. But let's go check this out. This lady right here. We're gonna see how did we get here? How did we get from Martin Luther King warning us? How did we get from Thomas Sowell, another black leader, warning us? How do we get from Malcolm X warning us? How did we get from all of our leaders telling us not to trust these people, this government, to where we are right now? What's going on, Gooner?
Gooner, what's up,
Tony?
man?
All right, so let's check this out right here, man. Let's play this. I don't know if you shown this to everybody, but this is kind of going.
It's been day 5, and I have not received no food stamps. My disability checks is on hold. My cash benefits is not coming no more. They're still pending. It is the taxpayer's job to pay for my kids to eat and for my kids to be taken care of. I have over 2,000 followers on TikTok, and I can't get not one person to send me 50 cents. If you're watching this video and you can't send me nothing, I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you. 50 cents of my kids have not eaten to take care of my kids. It's been days.
Yeah, I see that delusional ass woman.
Okay. But okay. So I get how we would perceive that as like, what the hell's wrong with you? But since 1937, since they started this bullshit, this welfare system, right? It's 1937 they started this, right? Since then, all the way, we're almost 100 years of this. We almost had 100 years. Why? Tell me why she wouldn't think that the government is supposed to pay for her. If she grew up, man, let's just assume she grew up in welfare. Her mom was getting welfare every time, and she said, "Well, when I have kids, I'll just use welfare because look how I got up. I came up. I'm alive. I'm good." You get what I'm saying? So why wouldn't she think, "Yo, where my money at? Y'all supposed to run me my money"? Why wouldn't she think that? So I get where everybody else is like, we're like, yeah, hey, I'm working at Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? I'm cutting grass. I'm doing odds and end jobs. I'm doing, some people out here walking the strip, taking their clothes off and strip. They doing OnlyFans. Everybody else like, I'm getting it how I get it. And you over here begging online, right? I understand where people coming from on that. But what I'm saying is the psychology of growing up that way, right? And I was fortunate enough never to be on food stamps. And I was fortunate enough to never have to do that, right? Even when I was like struggling in my early 20s, I just refused to do it. Stubborn pride or whatever you want to call it. I just refused to do it. I'm just like, I'm going to thug it out, right? Well, there's other people that hop on there and you're kind of stuck.
I don't understand it. Shit. I'm from the hood and shit, we were never on Section 8. I don't get it.
Yeah, but we're about to get to why are people feeling this way? Like, you need to pay for you need to pay for my kids. Now, we didn't ask you to have 5 kids, man. We did not ask that. But at the same time, I kind of understand why she's tripping out like this. But I get it. Like 100 years, bro. Listen, they've been paying you for 100 years, just about. I'm just rounding it up to 100, but we almost had a century of them just giving away money, right? And it's all races of people.
Yeah. Let's let these folks flip back to the food stamps what after November?
Yeah, November, yeah. But
don't
enjoy that the shutdown too. Oh, well, they ain't gonna be able to get nothing. No,
I better enjoy that Thanksgiving, boy.
No, it's November 1st. They ain't even gonna be able to get no Thanksgiving. Damn. November 1st.
Better say the one to come this month. Don't buy Thanksgiving stuff. You gonna
don't think it's just this. I think that was a black lady on that, or she was mixed. I don't know, but don't think it's just that. Like, we got others. They're all races. It's all races. Let's look at this one.
Of her rent and the paying of her utilities and stuff, did more than their part.
But Adams says her life didn't start to fall apart until social service agencies got involved. Her fiancé, Gary Brown Sr., the man who fathered 10 of her 15 children, was arrested, and Adams says she was left with nothing.
I don't have any clothes. People been donating food just around here, just helping me out with food, and I don't have anything.
We called the Department of Children and Families to see what they've been doing to help. DCF says Hillsborough
Man, what the hell
kids
that was?
helping by paying Adams rent.
15, bro.
Huh?
15, bro. 15
Even
kids.
providing her
That's
furniture.
what I'm talking
Adams
about.
says it isn't enough.
Somebody needs to pay for all my children, and mine and Gary, all our suffering, all our somebody needs to be held
What year this
accountable,
came out?
and they need to pay.
She said, wait. It came out in 2023. 2023. She
This
said
lady
somebody
was
need to be.
big.
She said
Like,
somebody need to be held accountable, bro. She said somebody need to pay for my 15 kids. Somebody need to be held accountable. How did we get there? How did we get there, bro? Right here. In our like real talk.
Let me say, first thing she need to do is close her legs. No more babies, baby. You
15
need to
kids.
slow that down. That's a lot, boy. That's a lot of damn babies, boy. Boy, I can even imagine.
15, bro.
Hell no. And I love kids, but 15.
Hey, you know what? She got 15 kids, but she got less baby mamas than some other people. I think
We got the
she might,
same baby daddy, though.
no,
Yeah.
she might only have 2 baby dads. She had 10 with
Yeah.
one dude, so I'm
Yeah,
guessing
that's what
she
I'm
probably
saying.
had,
That's what I was
she
saying.
probably had 5 with the other dude.
Yeah, at least you got at least your baby daddies ain't that many.
At least her baby daddy count low.
Yeah, good God Almighty.
Maybe,
15 baby.
because she could have just had 6 baby daddies.
But she
and
got
10
a
with that one.
starting football lineup.
Dang, bro. She said somebody need to pay for my kids. Somebody need to be held accountable. And she was dead serious, bro. She ain't playing with you, but one of y'all need to take care of my damn kids.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damn babies.
15. So real talk. How did we get here? So that's what I'm about to show, man. It's sad,
Jill
but at the same time,
Jill said spend a little time smashing. Now she just fertile, Jill. A drip
nah, don't do that. See, you're smashing, bro.
Yeah, but she
That's
fertile.
right. Forget that fertile. A lot of girls are fertile. I don't want to hear that nonsense. That girl just smashing and
you know one of them girls when they say you touch her, she get pregnant. She one of them. You just
that let you know how much she do it. Because you only could get pregnant a couple times, a couple days out of the month. You know that? You only could get pregnant a couple days out of the month. What up, PJ? Now let's ask AI.
But you crazy.
Let's ask AI. I want to know. I want to ask them.
Hey, Tyson, she
how
got a
many
whole black
days
army.
out of the month are you actually able to get pregnant?
Yeah, let's see this.
The number of days in a month able to pregnant small into the fertile window typically it stays long.
6 days. Book.
What?
That means book.
Hold on, I didn't
6
hear
days.
what the AI said. What the AI said? Can you bring it up? What
The AI said 6 days, bro. 6 days out of every month, a woman could get pregnant. out of the, there's about 30 days in a month, book.
You know what I think happened?
She has 24 other days not to get pregnant.
Now,
she got pregnant 15 times.
Let me tell you what
only
happened.
6 days out of the month, book.
You know when they tell you to wait them 6 weeks after the first baby, they didn't wait. And you just kept on going.
That don't make you that don't make you more fertile. That's what I'm trying to say is those 6. You got 6 days out of the month that she could actually get pregnant.
Well,
that mean them other days you shoot the club up, nothing happened.
Well, you shot the club up every right day.
Yep.
Hold
up, Chrissy. Chrissy, you coming in? Why you always assume that we ain't gonna show them, Chrissy? Why you gotta assume that we only gonna put black people?
We ain't talking.
You just coming in, firing. Pew pew pew. we gonna show them. We said it's not just them. But good to see you, Chrissy.
There's more of them than us on the shit.
What up, Queen? What's going on, Queen? But no, we will talk. We gonna show. It's everybody. What we're saying is Martin Luther King, because y'all just came in here. Martin Luther King, and I'm about to actually play it, is against welfare and was always against welfare and was sounding alarms against the welfare system. And I come to find out when I was researching this man ain't even a Democrat, which really tripped me out. He's not a Republican either.
Yeah.
Right?
We none of that.
I think that's what black people should have been in the first place. We should be independent, bro. And that was his dream. His dream is for all black people to lead the Democratic Party. If I would be happy if I could see that in my lifetime, if we stopped voting 98% Democrat and we just independent, oh, that'd be so great, bro. That'd be so great. All right, let's check this out.
Go ahead, hold on. Go ahead, Long.
All right, let's see what Martin Luther King had to say about this.
Bam, go ahead. I want to hear this.
Hold on.
Seen how it seems
welfare is part of that system, damaging to black and white alike.
Will not get right until this evil system is removed, because
now, mind you, the Democrats will have you believe 100%. They will have you believe that Martin Luther King is lockstep with everything that they was doing. They use his name and his likeness for everything, just to get us on their side, bro. And he's telling you that this is an evil system. And let's ask AI, which party, the Democrats or Republicans, have been pushing the policies of the welfare state or system?
Yeah, we know that.
Do we know that?
Party is generally the one that has been the primary advocate for and pusher of policies that create and expand the welfare state or social safety net.
Okay. So since 1937, the Democrats have been pushing this policy. They are the sole, meaning only ones pushing this. So every time we look at a project and complain, it is our fellow Democrats. Every time that we see somebody having a terror project down or the project in a state of disarray and everybody selling crack cocaine and all this that's going on inside the projects, then who?
Well, they did
who
all
we gotta
that,
look at?
Colin. They brought the dope over here. They the one put the dope over there.
But I get it, but what I always remember, I'm just going off because this is how I'm talking about how I grew up and what I'm starting to realize, right? Because you gotta remember, like, yeah, I don't think you ain't know me at that time, but remember, I was in line for voting for Barack. I was out there. I was out. It was cold. We was in a long ass line, and we was like, yes, we're gonna get them in there, right? Because Rock the Vote. At the time, Diddy was doing Rock the Vote. This before Diddy had his all his little allegations come out.
Not the diddler.
He did. He was influential, bro. He had the Rock the Vote shirts, and he was out there with Barack. And they had Jeezy, my president is black, my Lambo's
still
blue.
One of his best albums of the day. I'm still in the recession. It's still a good album. But go ahead.
So what I'm saying is all that was going on. I'm like, hey, yeah. I'm out there not knowing what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Is that today? Yeah, exactly. They weren't. Yeah. But they weren't Democrats and they weren't Republicans. And that's what we need to go to.
Yeah, you just popping here just to say that.
I told you not to vote for that nigga. Oh, yeah. He was. He said, rock the vote. Yeah, rock the vote. Yeah, vote or die. Yep. I remember all that. I was caught up in all that. You know what I'm saying? But to learn and find out, bro, that this ain't what it is. It's been a lie all this time is really crazy. So this is Martin Luther King telling y'all that this is an evil system.
Martin Luther King believes that welfare is part of that system, damaging to black and white alike.
Will not get right until this evil system is removed, because as I have listened and as I've looked and as I've lived in the ghetto, I've seen what this evil system has done to my brothers and my sisters. I've seen how it has left little children with clouds of inferiority formed in their little mental sky. I've seen how this evil system has transformed nice, decent young women into prostitutes. I've seen how
Now our culture right now, the 304 culture or city girl culture or whatever you want to call it, is just a normalization of that. See,
And let me
you
say
can't.
this.
I'm just want to say just one thing. You can't say what Martin Luther King said right now, saying our girls are turning to hoes. You would get backlash, right? You can't say that now, huh?
They are though. Is that a lie?
No, but you can't say that, bro. You can't say that, Book. You know what I'm saying? That's because it's normalized now. Like Young Miami is celebrated, stuff like that. Cardi celebrated. So, but
what's the girl name? Sexy Red. That's the
Sexy
worst
Red.
One.
That's the worst.
That's the worst one.
Okay, whatever one you want to go to, Glorilla, whatever ones you want to.
No, you leave girl
Glow doing the same thing, bro. She doing the same stuff as them. How you gonna? Why we can't never say Glow? Or we can say Nicki. We can say Cardi.
Y'all be picking on Glow.
We say everybody, bro.
Y'all be picking on her.
Nah. We say everybody. Nah. Anyway.
Well,
what you was about to say?
Yeah, Martin Luther King, he from the west side of Atlanta too, so
what
he let you know about the project.
Yeah.
Everywhere's an MLK Street. That's where all the BS go on.
Look at it. Look at y'all. Leave Glow out of the see. Glow. See, that's the only one y'all can't talk about. Y'all mean no damn sense. Anyway, so let's keep it going.
This system has transformed nice, decent young men into dope addicts trying to escape the ugliness of that
real talk
daily life.
Yeah. Yes, we still say that. Ain't nobody got no problem with that. Talking about these Sony sexuals and these broke bums and these junkies pill popping every day, ain't doing nothing with themselves. We could talk about that.
I told you what my grandma told me before my neighborhood became a hood. It was a nice community before the drugs came.
Well, but that's different. But we talking about like the welfare and housing projects. That's what we're about to show that.
Yeah.
Right. Martin straight up told us, and let's go to this lady. All right. It was affecting everybody. See, Chrissy, I told you we was going to show it. This was going to be the next. So let's see what this lady had to say.
Chicago, Detroit.
I have never received my check on time. Now, they say they put them out, but now like yesterday, it's supposed to have been here yesterday, and it didn't arrive, and I'm waiting today for it. Now, 2 weeks ago, it was supposed to have been on a Friday, so it didn't arrive. So I waited Saturday until the mailman went by. Still no check. So I called down there for an emergency order like they told me to. There is no such thing as emergency order on a weekend. So in other words, my children went without food from Friday afternoon, Saturday, Sunday, until Monday afternoon at 2 o'clock.
Mrs. Jane Wilson is a Detroit welfare mother. The premise of the ADC program is simple,
Eminem, mama.
that children without visible means of support must be aided by the state. But to be eligible, a mother and her children must be...
He said the mob.
Like Al Capone and all them, they were broke.
No, they was
stuff
they
like
called,
this.
that was different. It was slums. We're gonna start. It was a difference between that. Those were slums.
Slums.
Yeah, they called them tenements or ghettos. But those were called ghettos back in the day, though.
Yeah.
And that's the place where could we even say their name? They be tripping. I don't care. The Jewish people lived. They called those ghettos before it transferred to us somehow.
Without a man in the house.
Well, my husband left me in September, and then I went down to the emergency shelter, welfare shelter, and then I had to go through the welfare, fill out all these papers, drag all 5 kids on the bus, go down there, sit there and wait for 3-4 hours until they come around to you. I felt like the lowest thing on earth when I went to the welfare. I felt like they were all better than me, that they could walk all over me, which I got down on my hands and knees to them and begged them for coats and boots for these children at wintertime. I actually got down on my hands and knees, and you can ask anybody down at that office. I actually got down on my hands and knees and begged them. And you know what? And when I went down there, sure, they gave me the coats and boots. Sure, after you get down on your hands and knees and you beg. That's the only way you're going to get anything from the welfare. And to this day, I have never gotten anything from the welfare for myself.
All right. So even as we see, the white ladies, black ladies, I'm sure there was Asian ladies. I know it's Mexican ladies. They all go over there. No, they ain't her black child. They just in the projects. Tight. There's a bunch of kids that be over there.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
That ain't her kid. She got white kids.
I bet they got some mixed babies though.
Well, that baby them babies weren't mixed.
No, I ain't talking about her. I'm talking about her kids. Hey man.
He said, "See that baby."
But
oh man. But yeah, so that's some of the things that's going on in that time. Like, even though Martin was telling us we shouldn't be on this welfare thing, it ain't nothing good that come from it. They have been able to brainwash us into thinking that actually they were trying to help us. This was never the case. Now let me show you this. This is our parents, right? So this is 1986. So this is when our parents was giving birth.
Yeah.
Right? Now, real talk, how did we get here? You better see, this is 1986. I want you to see this right here, bro. That's why I always like going back in the past. To see from the horse's mouth.
None of you are married. Raise your hand if you would like to be married to your baby's father.
She crossed her arms, bro.
She just crossed her arms. That ain't funny, but damn. Then white daddy went at home back in the day.
That was you caught that too. That was the first thing when I first saw. I was like, "Well, damn, she could cross arms quick, boy. That's body language." All right, let's bring it back.
One. The rest of you don't plan to get married. Why don't you plan to get married? I'd like to.
You see, they laughed at her. Let's play that again. They laughed at the one girl that wants to get married. You see how group thing works? You see how it becomes the culture, the norm?
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you're married. None of you are married. Raise your hand if you would like to be married to your baby's father. One.
And
the rest of you don't.
So that's that peer pressure. That's social. And then you know what's funny to me? People think peer pressure goes away when you leave high school. Hell no. It don't go away when we leave high school. That peer pressure, that social pressure is a real thing.
Plan to get married. Why don't you plan to get married? I'd like to know that.
You already have your child to think about, and then a whole family to care for. You know, it's a lot of responsibility, and then you don't want the commitments.
I wouldn't want no man holding me down because I think I can make it as a single parent.
Okay.
Yeah, but what changed? So what had me thinking? I'm gonna show you because I was like, what? We see that right now, all right? So that's about 40 years ago. Then we see now, right? You know what I'm saying? We see them right now saying that they're saying the same exact things we see the people saying on TikTok. She said, I don't think I need a man. I could really just do it by myself.
Do you think you might need help in raising that baby from a man?
Not really. I didn't have a father. Male figures are not substantially important in the family.
All right, let me say this.
The key, she said a key right there. In our culture, male figures aren't important, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't have a dad. That's
a lie.
What do I need? She didn't have a dad.
These emotional dudes hiding in bushes, stalking broody queens, you kidnapping them from their job and leading them up there. That's how you get them. They ain't got no male figure to teach them that. The dude just kidnapped and deleted that little girl up there. That's how you get them kind of dudes, them emotional dudes like him.
Oh, are you talking about Dave or Dave? That dude?
Not Dave, not him. The boy in what that was at? I went over the little story yesterday. He kidnapped a little girl from her job, deleted her because he been stalking her. That's how you get them kind of guys like him.
Okay. Well, you saying there's their kids that are doing that?
Yeah. They kids.
Oh, okay.
They just keep it book.
But okay, but like I said, she's saying that I ain't have a dad, so I don't need a father to help raise my kids.
Okay, the little girl, her name Candor Scott in Philadelphia. That's how she got that.
I heard about that little girl.
Yeah, that what happened to her. These weekend men y'all raising by yourselves. Either they gonna do that or they gonna join the Rainbow Mafia. One of the two. They gonna be too emotional or join the Rainbow Mafia. Which one you want me to go down?
Okay, so my thing is, okay, where did they get that from though? Right? So let's go back to the 60s. Like real talk. Where in the world did they get that from? How'd that end up happening?
That didn't happen in the 60s now.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. It's the exact. I'm trying to show you that it's being passed down from parent to parent because, like straight out their mouth, it's the same exact thing, which is sad. Because like I don't need no man to help me.
My grandma and granddad stayed together forever.
Okay, so
let's
go here. It just it's been happening to us, man. Okay, there we go. So now this is the 60s. Now this is 20 years away from the video we just saw, where those girls was like, I don't need no, you know what I'm saying? So these kids were dumb. The ones that was talking were just born here around this time. Right? So you see how I was just getting passed down? Can you hear?
No.
But in the morning, no job that will pay a living wage.
That's how you get down before you get down later on in the day. You get down, then you get down later on.
Again.
Have fun.
Brenda is 19, unmarried, and she has just had a baby.
Brenda's had a baby, huh?
She's learning to care for him on her own.
Like
Brenda, because he saw this documentary, man.
Brenda,
this old documentary. Brenda had a baby.
Yeah.
Brenda is 19. She's learning to care for him on her own. She's trying to get a job to support him, and she lives with her aunt, who has 5 children of her own. Money was the reason she decided.
I mean, I would have married him, you know, while I was carrying the baby, but he had no job and couldn't support us, and his sister getting married. When his sister getting married, so I said, wait. I plan on marrying.
Breathing up. Come on, Donnie.
Have to give him time to work first. I mean, what's the sense of marrying somebody if he can't support you? That's his job to support you and the baby. Not my job to support him and the baby. So after he start working, you know, work more than he been working, then I'll marry him. And I think he's able to take care of 2.
You see that? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? What am I marry him for? They ain't got no money. Right?
Okay. That's what she said, but basically, without saying what she said. Yeah.
She said, bro, she said it directly. She said, "What I'm gonna marry him for? He ain't got no job."
Oh, but that's funny.
That's what she said, bro.
That's
Like
crazy.
100%. But now that's the parent. That baby that she holding in her hand is that baby we just saw in the 80s that said, "I ain't want to marry him. Man ain't that important. We don't need to marry him." You see, this is all coming from that welfare state. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like a chain reaction. It just goes down the line, and they keep on, and they keep on. And the saddest thing is, in the 1930s, we had the highest births in marriage. Like, we did not have children out of wedlock. In 1937, housing projects come, and since then, we've been having the most children out
Think
of
about
wedlock.
it, Tony. It's called a project for a reason.
Yeah, it has been a project. They have been running this little
Why
project
you
on us.
think they
You're 100%
did
right.
that? Okay, we can't allow Black Messiah to rise. We're gonna stick their ass over here in the ghetto.
Who said that? Lyndon B. Johnson?
Nah, that was J. Edgar Hoover. I'm pretty sure him and Lyndon B. Johnson were working together. Yeah.
Hey, you said, yeah. J. Edgar Hoover.
Yeah, J. Edgar Hoover. Yeah. Remember? Yeah. Lyndon B. Johnson, I'm gonna have these niggas both Democrat for 200 years.
Yeah.
You know, he said that now. And he said
the
main way to rob somebody, he talking about the white people. Now, if you can get somebody that hates somebody because of the color of their skin, you can rob them blind without them not even knowing it.
Yeah, that's a crazy quote.
Lyndon B. Johnson got some gangsta quotes on y'all.
And no way to hold up your head. And so they've begun what amounts to a welfare revolt.
You look on TV and you see that poor little kid from another nation. Oh, he looks so pitiful. I feel so sorry for him. But I can't overlook the fact that we have poor little kids in this nation.
Mrs. Etta Horn is a leader of the welfare rights movement. Their principle and their overwhelming complaint is that there simply is not enough money to raise a family, and then that it's given in a self-defeating and self-perpetuating way, that it degrades the people who receive it.
I have children. I look in my kids' face, and I think, am I going to really prove to them where it starts at? You know, they're always screaming about delinquents. American Welfare Department makes delinquents.
Boom. Right there.
Yeah.
The welfare is what makes the delinquents.
Of course.
It ain't us born, this whole black fatigue, all this other stuff. We're not born delinquents. Y'all made a system to create delinquents. All right. Thomas Sowell talked about that. He's an economist, so he always looks at it through the money aspect. He said we provide funding for the schools, the public schools that do the worst. They get more money. Once that school starts to do well, they receive less money. So what are you paying for? What are you really paying? What are you incentivizing in that system that is happening right now? If you pay that government, that public school that is struggling, you give them more freaking money, but you take away funding as soon as they start to do better. You take away their funding as soon as they start to get better grades. Like, what was that? Lean on me. I bet you that school lost all type of funding after Morgan Freeman got up in that school.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Morgan crack, ain't you?
Like,
yeah.
smoking crack.
That's my movie though. But yeah, go ahead.
But why would that incentivize the teachers that are there? You lose money, they get less pay. The faculty gets less pay. You think about that. I really think about that. Why the hell are you giving less money to the schools that begin to do better? Shouldn't there be some type of incentive program? The better grades this school starts to do, we'll start giving you more, more better amenities.
Back when we were coming up, everything was free. From summer camp to the damn going on the field trips. I remember going to summer camp for free. I don't paying no money for none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I mean by funding, though. That's what we're talking about. So what happens when we take away funding? What's going on then? Right? Oh, y'all doing good now. Yeah, they incentivize. It's not even just mediocrity. It is failure. They are incentivizing failure because your school has to be failing to get more money, and that's where that problem comes. So just like they were saying in the '60s, and they've been trying to, and now if you kind of say it, you're seen as you hate black people or you're against black people if you try to point out what the hell the Democrats are doing. It's like the Democrat Party is tied to our race. That's where it's scary. Real talk. Now I'm gonna keep on yelling it to the rooftop. Y'all people, people that know me now, but I remember at first, my friends and family used to be like, "Hey, you're a Republican, you're a Republican." And then after a while, they started realizing I don't like them either. So they realize now.
Like nobody. I don't like no damn body. I'm the same way.
No, I don't like none of them. But yeah. I'm gonna call out when they're doing something, and when they're doing something that is hurting us. Like
the difference between the Republican and the Democrat, the Republicans racist in your face. They're straight up racist in your face. They don't let you know they don't care nothing about you.
Yeah,
the Democrats play the little game. Oh, I'm your buddy, I'm your friend, but they racist behind your back. You know what I'm saying?
And I like that's why I'm like showing it. Yeah, but I like reading history. I like watching history. I like history, right? So it's like you start knowing things that other people didn't know. And you be like, hey, did you know this? Did you know that? Did you know that? Because you start realizing things have been this way, or things started because of this, or the things are like this right now because of this. And change how you look at things. And a lot of people don't really go back at what was being said and what people were really going through and what was really happening. You know what I mean? We kind of hear things like I did when I was in my 20s. I wasn't really researching like that, but in my 20s, I was like, yeah, you know, Martin Luther King's a Democrat. Yeah, you know, Martin Luther King. Yeah, I thought it was the same thing, but now it's different, man. I see it for what it is. Right?
They play the effed up games.
Let me show you. Let me show you Atlanta, Georgia public housing. Right? It's Perry Homes.
Oh Lord, you come to the Perry Homes. I've been a long time. That's my little brother from. My other little brother.
So look, let me show you Perry Homes. Let me show you what happened.
I can't hear it.
Of public policies that work against the children of the poor. Because housing for the poor is scarce, the 1,100 apartments hold not the officially registered 6,000, but with unofficial relatives and friends, more like 8,000. Because mothers...
Hold on. Am I froze? They said I'm froze. Am I froze, bud?
Not no more.
Oh, what the hell?
Travel up to 4 hours a day to work.
Now you freezing up.
Downtown office buildings or suburban homes, their children are left to care for each other or for themselves, and drug abuse is rampant. Because family planning measures have lagged, there are many teenage mothers.
Do you find that there is an incidence of young girls becoming pregnant?
Yes, we have a high rate of that too.
What about what age?
I used to say age 14, but I think I'm having to back up and say age 12.
Back about it. Hey, man.
12, bug. Well, that's why that one girl can have 15.
Well, if you look at
this
it,
is Georgia.
Listen, if you in the you from the projects, your mama at work all day, you know, do never get into some shit. Yeah, that's all it is to do over there to get into something.
Well, that's what they were saying. That's what they said there. Well, did we get to that part?
Yeah, that's what they said at the beginning.
Because the poor are shortchanged on education, it may take 2 years to get testing for a child with learning problems. And the Perry Homes schools have reading levels among the lowest in the city. Because Perry Homes was planned on a minimum budget, there are few places for children to play. Because of the same kind of planning, Perry Homes has no doctor, no dye. There is a well baby clinic, but no sick baby clinic. And the sick must travel 12 miles to wait for attention at Grady Memorial Hospital. And partly because of the general rule that welfare is cut off if there is a man in the house, fathers are often driven away so that mother and children can eat.
85% of the head of household.
Now, y'all know what's
Yo,
funny
you know what
about
they
this
say?
video?
They always say you ain't from Atlanta if you ain't a Grady baby.
Listen, you know what's funny about this video? All these projects gone Grady, the only thing still standing.
Grady is Grady.
Every project, they done tore down every project in Georgia.
Yeah.
It's over with.
It's a woman, because most of the men who should be in the household.
I don't hear what Mama had to say. She rolled up.
Better to know that a child will be fed 12 months out of the year than 3 months, which you do in the summer when construction work, you can make a decent.
All right, so there you go. They'll rather stay in that house in the projects than with their man, because the men are only able to find jobs during the summer during construction. There's no jobs available for the men, but only during the summertime when there's construction work.
And you wonder how drug dealers came up. Shit.
Yeah.
Let that be for real. Hey. Oh,
Yeah.
you think I can make, well, how much a day with this? This little ball right here? Oh, yeah. Let me get this.
Yeah. And so they like the woman like, well, I'd rather get something 12 months out of the year than 3 months out of the year.
That's
you know what
crazy.
I'm saying? All right. So one more. It's pretty wild too, man. All right. So that's down in Georgia. I think this one was in Chicago. The one I'm about to play is in Chicago.
Shot
Yeah.
Big crazy, bro. Hey, you know, you taught me something new. I ain't know Martin Luther King was no Democrat neither. I thought he was a Democrat too.
Yeah, I just learned that too. I didn't know either.
I know he took that check from their ass and messed up. And when he realized what he did, they put one in their neck. He took a check from Kennedy and them.
In renewal, she lived in a slum. Now she inhabits a new world.
Now look at this. This is the project, but they used to live in something they used to call the slums. That's what you was talking about, the mobsters was coming from.
Earlene White is a Chicago housewife, mother of 6 children. Before urban renewal, she lived in a slum.
Yeah, the slum.
Concrete and glass.
Now, I'm showing this one because we get to see and hear what she felt like living inside the project. She's only after 2 years after it was built, Bug. 2 years after it was built, she's gonna tell you her experience of what she feels or what she felt at the time. Okay.
And free of rats. Her new home has heat in the winter and rows of open galleries to catch the summer breeze. Like many other residents of Robert Taylor homes, Mrs. White knows that the project is, physically, a vast improvement over the slums. Yet, like other tenants, she feels that within the project's great high-rise buildings, she is struggling with a new enemy.
Anyone that is passing a high-rise project and looking in from the outside, it seems like a beautiful home, a clean home, and another place to live in. But I live inside of a high-rise in Chicago, and I know the atmosphere that I am living in. It's so many people in the high-rise, and there are 10 families to a floor. There are 154 to 56 families to one building. To each family, there are from 2 to 10 children. You go out to get groceries, you come up on the elevator. You have to wait 10, 15, 20 minutes before you can get it.
10, 15, 20 minutes to get on the elevator, bro. What the? Can you believe that?
Yeah.
You got to wait 10 to 20 minutes just to get into your house.
And them the ones that's up north, them the up north project.
Yeah, this Chicago. Yeah, this
So
Chicago.
the one down here, you know.
It was always spread out. We had more space.
Yeah. Have more space. Yeah.
With this many people's around, in the mornings you wake up, there's children's up and down the gallery with the noise, knocking on your door, a couple neighbors arguing on the gallery. At night when you go to bed, it's the same thing. You feel that there's too many families involved, too many faces that you see. You can't go in or out of the building unless you're looking into many faces. You can't go to the chute to empty your garbage unless there's a million faces in front of you. And I wonder, who are my children playing with? Who are their friends? I wonder if I can raise my boys and girls here, and they can turn out to be the type of children and young men and ladies that I have always dreamed and hoped and prayed for them to be. You can't hang your pictures like you want to. The walls are rough. You still can't paint.
Bro, that's cinder block. That's a jail cell, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put no pictures up. You can't paint it. Bro, that's a jail cell.
Paint them what you want to paint them. Someone would think that living in a high-rise building with this many family that is involved, that you wouldn't be lonely. But I feel living in a high-rise building like this, that you are very much alone. This is only a place where I sleep and pay my rent.
And that makes sense. Why we don't feel like a community. You don't feel like you got a home. You're just there, right? Perpetually, just there.
It's just like you're closed in a corner with no way out, nowhere to go.
The chairman of the Housing Authority.
All right, so that's out of her own mouth. But check this out, Book. This is the guy that created this project, man.
He is Charles Swibel.
We at the Chicago Housing Authority have interpreted the rules and regulations in regard to public housing to mean that we are to provide safe, decent, and sanitary housing, which means good housing, but not luxurious housing. Some of the individual complaints on the outside have heard about the people, the residents, not being able to paint walls, not being able to hang pictures on the walls, are a slight over-exaggeration. We do give our tenants.
They're a slight over-exaggeration. They're slight. It's only a slight over-exaggeration.
You look like a demon, first of all. But look evil as hell.
Look, it's only a slight over-exaggeration that you can't paint and put up pictures and make it look like a house. You can't do that.
You want the people
Now,
depressed,
a
man.
choice of 5 colors. This is
No, now we're offering a choice of 5 colors.
an evolution. You must remember that these people have come out of slums. They have brought with them some of the slum-bred ideas.
No, what? Hey, man, you can't make this shit up, man.
They slum-bred ideas of putting up pictures and painting their walls. Painting their walls.
Everybody trust.
You only could get 5 colors. You better not be using no red, black, and green on these walls.
Jill, you don't care. You can tell, look at him. He look like an evil-ass individual, man.
Oh, man.
Some of the slum-bred hostilities. In regard to hanging a picture on the wall, all we ask of them is that they notify the manager so we can give them the proper hook. We don't want to make it so comfortable and so ideal for them that they wish to remain in public housing. We are trying to get them go out on the open market and find private housing.
I wouldn't think that's really what they were doing. It's like we weren't really trying to make you stay here, but let me show you what happened. Right? We're not trying to make you stay here. Oh yeah? All right, look at this.
Themselves. That is the sole purpose of the public housing program. We want their morale to go up. We hope and pray that they can merely use public housing for an economic reason and that they will better themselves, get better jobs, make more money, and go into the private market. We are not in competition with the private market.
Look at it in the 90s. Almost all the buildings were messed up, destroyed, dilapidated.
97% of the tenants were unemployed.
Right. But he said that, well, we're making it so that they don't stay here. They said this is the biggest public housing failure in American history. Robert Taylor Holmes. So that guy right there is one of the biggest failures in history.
He fucked the projects up.
Yes, and then they stayed there. Exactly.
Yeah.
He said they are slum bread. They have slum bread, bro. That is a new one right there, bro. We don't learn slum bread.
We don't want them to get too comfortable.
We don't want
that's
them
why they
bringing
can't
them
hang no
slum
pictures.
bread.
You want them folks to be depressed, man. Them folks want to
Bringing them
lighten up the
slum.
house.
What you doing bringing them slum bread ideas? You got to remember that these
too
people.
Comfortable. Folks stayed in the project for 40 years. They talking about don't get too comfortable.
Yeah. But they were there for damn 30, 40 years.
Yeah. Boy, you can't make this up.
Slum bread. That's wild, man. All right, man. Let's hit these before we get out of here. Let's hit these avatars. But man, yeah, like look, man, yeah. Hey. Now we know Martin Luther King was not a Democrat or a Republican. So I don't think the Democrats will be able to claim him anymore. I think that we need to call him out. Like, why you? Hey, I don't think he would want that. I don't think he was talking against y'all policies, bro. He was against y'all policies.
Yeah, but you guys sell out like Reverend Al Sharpton and them. You know, all them. They took
that's a problem, bro.
Vincent Jackson, all them.
They all sold out, bro.
All
like,
the sellouts.
Who did we say who took him out? Who took him out? Who took that man out? Come on now.
We know y'all was there. All y'all was there with him when he caught one in the neck.
They were all there.
And Malcolm X was getting all y'all hell. He was dissing all y'all. And then he ended up dead too. Or deleted too.
I don't think we ain't have X in here today, but I know we saw Danielle, right?
Yeah, Danielle will. Yeah.
This woman loves to hold her man down, and she doesn't take no mess. Y'all show some love for Danielle.
Queen D. Then we had Gina's here.
Gina's big mad, and she ain't taking no mess. This is one of the OG members and the first paid Patreon member. Your custom avatars on deck.
Malcolm X helped Kendrick, let me tell it. He was calling them the Big Six. Back in them days, the Big Six, Martin Luther King and Powell and all on the Big Six.
He wasn't with him, yeah. He was not with him. Shout out Dre.
This man went outside during the solar eclipse, came back with superpowers. Now he lifts up his car just for fun. Y'all show some love for the newest big spender, Andre.
He said Wonder Bread got some nerve calling them slum bread.
Oh yeah, buddy funny.
He said, what if Malcolm wrote a diss track? Oh, that'd have been hard. Yeah, that'd have been hard. That'd have been.
He'd have went in on the Big Six.
Yeah. I got Jeff.
This man is super mad about what y'all are saying too, but he still has time to crack jokes. Y'all give it up for Jeff.
We got Tice snapping the world
Y'all
away.
don't want this man to snap, because when he snaps, it might just bring on the end of the world. Don't make him angry.
Tice, ignite.
Yeah. What else we had in here? Gooner. Shout out Gooner.
Piss me off. Watch out, now I'm pissed. Tell me who you're talking to. Listen up.
Who else? I'm sorry, missing nobody. Then we had Sonia. I remember seeing Sonia.
Yeah, she was here.
Shout out Sonia. And we had Chrissy today. Shout out to Chrissy. Damn, I ain't playing. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, UP just came in. So shout out to UP. It's got on my 40, homie. All right. I think I got everybody, right? I was here today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Any thoughts on that, man? On how we get here, man. So now, like, and the final statement on that is
Throws up, Tony.
now they're gonna take away after 100 years, bro, almost 100 years getting us on this thing. You're gonna just snatch it up under our feet and be like, just get over it. Because basically, that's what they're doing. But they're just snatching it. No more food stamps, welfare for y'all, whatever. Right? No easing off. I guess we're kind of easing off because he's like, you got to work a certain amount of hours, and I get the people that are doing it
But the
fraudulently.
funny
Like,
part is, we ain't the main people on that shit. That's what I
we're
keep
not.
telling folks.
No,
We're
we
not
ain't
even
the
the main
man.
people
Yeah,
on it.
we're not the main ones
You
on
gonna
it.
met with a lot of elderly people, elderly white and black people.
But I'm
Mess
just
with a
talking
lot
about
of
the
them.
system. I'm just talking about the welfare system because you see that white lady was on it too, right? So we showed that.
Mhm.
And she said she had to beg on her hands and knees to get some, and her kids would go weekends without eating and stuff because you had to go down there with all 5 kids on the bus to try to get there to fill out paperwork just to get something right. It's always been messed up. But that's the point. Before
Yeah.
welfare, we took care of each other as a community. You understand what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
if your neighbor, literally, if your neighbor wasn't eating, you would help. You would have extra food. You would give them food, and then when it was your turn, you're not able to eat. They'll give you extra potatoes and rice or whatever. Right? That's how it was.
Mhm.
We used to, uh, as a community, take care of each other. But they took away that idea. Now that's foreign to us. That's foreign, bro. If your neighbor came and asked you for some sugar right now, you might look at them crazy. You remember that was a thing back in the day. You was like, like, hey, you got some sugar? You knock on the door. You used to know, man. Now you're gonna be like, who the hell is? Some people don't even know their neighbor's name, bro.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But that's what we replace people with the government. Let's keep it 100.
hmm
We replace people that live next to us with the government. So much so people could be struggling. And like we saw in COVID, we saw people like pass away, neighbors, and they don't find their body for weeks because you until you get a smell because we don't know who's around us and we don't care. That's where we are now. And that's one of the other side effects of the welfare system. So since the beginning, welfare has been a problem. It has so many problems that we can't even begin to really have a show. I mean, we was wanted to go to every part and every aspect and break down everything. Get some scholars in here. This 3, 4, 5 hour show. We probably have to have the topics will go everywhere because it's literally like a spider web. It just branches off into so many things, and it's not just men versus women situations and a bunch of babies out of wedlock and being poor and not being able to go to finish school and college. You get what I'm saying? It's all of these things. It branches off to everything. Yeah. Yeah, we could do it. Yeah, we could talk about how it messed up our relationship between men and women because we didn't even go into that. There's old footage of men and women back in the day, they going at it. Going at it. But all this from the welfare system, they could talk about the drug parts, how it made drug dealers and how not only did it make drug dealers, but it made all the addicts. And then in turn, it created gangs to try to protect the drugs. And then those gangs have evolved into something now that where it's built into our music. And now it's just part of the culture to be like, yo, that's my op, that's my op. When that really should just only be part in speech for the gang members, but everybody's saying it now. Right. So it's crazy. It's crazy at the end of the day, but um, it's so much more and so much more in depth that we'll have to go in. Yeah, I see y'all saying we can make parts out of it. And yeah, I agree. We could probably make parts out of it. Um, but for sure, man. Yeah, y'all just think about that. Just think about our leaders and who they're using. And I say just look into our leaders that we respect. We respect Malcolm. We respect Martin. You know what I'm saying? And if there anybody else you respect, I'll say go look up on them yourself. Don't let them tell us who they were. Because I'm just finding out that man is not a Democrat. I would have just I thought him and Al Sharpton and all them was just Democrats. Like real talk. I just assumed it and I was wrong. So um it makes you think what else in history do we not know about? You get what I'm saying? But yeah, we better get up out of here. Bug, you want to say anything? You over here on the phone? You want to say anything real quick before we get up out of here, man?
Yeah, my bad. I was on the phone with my cousin. Look, man, get off that. Well, you know the government ain't here no man. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. All right. All right. We'll be back when next Wednesday. I'll do the topic. It'll be so if y'all want to come here, I'm gonna have y'all come up here too. And we gotta get some guys and girls up here on this one. Because for sure, this one is gonna be a doozy, man. It's showing what the men and women were saying to each other in the 60s and the 70s. I think we even had some in the 40s too. I remember, I'm gonna see if I can find that one. But we're gonna see what the men and women were really saying to each other. You're gonna like that. So if you hear, just if you're here for it, let me know, and we'll keep on just showing what it was really like back in the days, man. But until then, man, we better get up out of here. Peace out, guys. Appreciate y'all.
We mad at this, we mad at that, we mad at the bullshit, don't get slapped. We mad at you, we mad at them, we snap at each other, but we always come back. It's the mad ones, it's the mad ones, it's the mad ones. You done pissed us off. Queen of Maps, whose island you on? Jeff, Gina, X, moderate on. While Will stays ill, Chief smoking that real. Ty said he gone, then he gone. UP and X, Lax can't go wrong. Gooner and Sonia, UK, stay up late. While Dre say we always late. We mad at this, mad at that. We mad at the bullshit, don't get slapped. We mad at you, we mad at them. We snap at each other, but we always come back. It's the mad ones, it's the mad ones, it's the mad ones. You done pissed us off. Yama let out in Puerto Rico. PJ is my amigo. Ocean in Australia, real spill quick to tell ya. Red pops in late buying baby oil. Lock on, we see you staying loyal. Richard watching while he works and Blue does too. Mia sometimes is missing, but still makes it work. Dub's avatar so nice, we got to play it twice. Locked in, throwing rocks, and Sonia keep popping up. Mad ones got much love, and you know we stay up. We mad at this, we mad at that. We mad at the bullshit, don't get slapped. We mad at you, we mad at them. We snap at each other, but we always come back. It's the mad